Let me know if this is you. It's Friday and you love a good night out. You think after working a long week, you deserve it. It is time to celebrate and we are gonna make the most of this weekend, right? It's just what you and your friends do. Whether it's at home, in the backyard, at a bar, whatever. You get together, you eat pizza, wings, beer, stay up maybe a little bit later than you know is good for you. We complain about all of the hard stuff going on in our life, right? And then you wake up on Saturday and you feel like trash, right? Physically, from maybe too much food and booze. And then mentally, you are disappointed in yourself. Is there a worse feeling than that? You worked hard all week. You've been putting in the effort. You've been sticking to your plan, drinking water, getting to the gym. You had been feeling so dang good. And then, bam, just because it was Friday, threw all of that away, right? Decided that it wasn't worth the effort here on Friday. But here's the thing. Just because it's what you've always done does not mean you need to keep doing it. Just because you like to go out with your friends on Friday night doesn't mean you have to overdo it every time. Okay? As you up-level your life, as you build new habits, if you want to change your body, change the way you feel every day, it has to follow this natural progression of things. If you desire a different outcome, you have to take different action. And you're in charge of that. Just because it's what you've always done does not mean you have to keep doing it. And I'm not saying here that that means you don't go out. I'm not saying that you can't drink any booze and you can't eat pizza. No, that's not what this is about. This is about aligning your actions with the outcome you desire. So maybe it's one slice of pizza instead of two. Maybe it's 2 beers instead of 5. Okay? It is making shifts so that your life is what you want it to be. It's adjusting your behaviors, still showing up in the way that feels best for you. Okay? There is a reason that you have this desire to change. There's a reason you want something different. But if you want something different, you have to do things differently. And I promise you, this will work for you, okay? If you take small steps into improving the actions, if you take small steps so that it doesn't feel like you're hijacking your whole life, you will be so much more likely to stick with it. I know this to be true. I do this with my clients, right? We have seen huge weight loss success. We have seen huge life improvement by making small changes. Taking what you've got in front of you and just making an adjustment to it. Not removing it completely, not avoiding these situations altogether, not becoming a hermit and staying inside and just not going out with your friends anymore. Because you enjoy that. You love Friday nights out with your friends. It would be terrible if a coach told you to just not do that anymore. Right? It's not worth it. And eventually you'll realize that. So the way to do it is just to make incremental changes to those events. Okay? Let me know how this sits with you. Let me know if you see yourself kind of throwing it away because of behaviors that you've always done, right? Is your old patterns, are they coming up and disrupting your life and the life that you desire? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to see.